Hey friends, it's 9:30 p.m. on a Sunday night and there's a raging thunderstorm outside, but it's never too late to film with some new makeup, so I'm gonna go ahead and play with the new collection from Unearthly Cosmetics. If you want to see some swatches, see two different eye looks, and hear my first impressions, then just keep watching. If this is your first time on my channel, hello, welcome. My name is KARENHARRIS. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on YouTube. I do post quite often, especially about indie makeup, so if you like that, if that sounds good to you, highly recommend subscribing, turning on that bell so you're notified every time I post. And if you could do me one more favor and watch this video all the way to the end, it really helps me out. So without further blabbering, let's get into it. Okay, so we're gonna do a full face of Unearthly Cosmetics basically, and I'm so excited because I'm pretty sure this is the first time Unearthly has done bronzer, and these are so amazing. I already swatched everything, so you're gonna see the close-ups. And of course, we have the beautiful High Temp palette. I did film close-ups and swatches, so let's go ahead and get into that, and I will give you some information on the launch and what these shades are and all the things I can. High Temp. This fiery lineup is designed to set your creativity ablaze and is bringing a burst of heat to your makeup routine. Introducing the High Temp palette. Unleash your inner artist with our dynamic range of 12 sizzling shades featuring 4 shimmers and 8 bold mattes. This fully magnetic palette is perfect for creating looks that are sure to turn up the heat. So I swatched this palette mattes first and then the 4 shimmer shades. Bright is a banana pastel yellow matte, perfect for a fresh, vibrant base. Warm is a pastel salmon matte, adding a soft, warm touch. Summery is a golden yellow matte, evoking warm summer days. Burn is a mid-tone rose matte for a gentle romantic look. Fiery is a hot orange matte for an extra pop of color. Feverish is a mid-tone mauve matte, ideal for creating depth and dimension. Heated is a true red matte, bringing intense passion to your palette. Scald is a plum brown matte, perfect for adding richness and intensity. So then we have the 4 shimmers. Toasty is the yellow gold high shine shimmer that lights up any look. Glowing is a captivating duochrome that shifts from orange to pink with golden green sparkles. Blazing is a cherry red shimmer for a bold and fiery finish. Muggy is a mesmerizing multichrome that transitions between bronze purple green with golden pink reflex. The High Temp collection will also feature 4 stunning marble glowing bronzers available in shades fair, light, medium, and deep. Each bronzer is formulated to enhance your natural glow and complement the vivid tones of the High Temp palette, delivering a sun-kissed finish that's sure to impress. These shades are also all fully magnetic, and the shade names are printed on the bottom of each pan. This collection is going to launch June 27th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The palette will retail for $46 USD, and the bronzers will retail for $16 USD. No pre-order, this is ready to ship, so that is super duper exciting. I know Amanda has been waiting to launch this and show this off, so I know we got it a little bit early and the reveal is a little bit early. Fear not, I do believe they have a collab collection launching sometime this month, so that's gonna happen first, and then High Temp's gonna launch. So I'm super excited to have this early because I can create more looks. You guys know my schedule is wild, and so I'm so happy to have this a little bit in advance. But I thought since I'm down here, I could create 2 looks for you guys just to kind of check the temperature of this palette, see what all we can create. So I have 2 ideas in mind. I'm going to do something a little bit more neutral, a little bit more calm and collected, and then on this side we're going to have a little bit more fun, play with those sunset tones in this palette. But first of all, we need to try out the bronzer. I think from the swatches, the shade Deep is a little too dark for me, and so I'm going to go in with medium. I'm so curious to see how this goes on the face because it's swatch chef's kiss. Okay, so I have a beautiful clean Sigma bronzer brush. This is one of my favorite bronzer brushes from Sigma, so I'm just going to go like that, give it a little dusting, and ooh la la, look at, oh, that is so pretty. I love it. I know there was a time where shimmer bronzer was like my bae, and I still love like a good big bronzer, but this has like a really nice shimmer to it, and I'm like excited for the shimmer bronzer to come back because it's so stunning. Oh my gosh, that shade is perfect. Sorry, my hair is like getting everywhere, but I'm excited. I'm excited about that. That is so beautiful. So here is the bronzer from Unearthly, super pigmented, lovely bronzer. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and hop into the eye looks. I'm gonna take a Sigma brush and I'm gonna start off with the shade Feverish, and we're gonna put it all over the crease. Okay, I'm gonna take a little bit of the shade called Burn, and I'm just gonna run that on the outer edge of this eye look just to help like blend. And then I'm gonna take the lightest shade called Warm, this pretty peachy color, and also just run that right here on the edge. Okay, I think that looks very nice. And then I want to take a little bit of Scald and put that on the outer corner. You know, my usual vibe. Just want to see how intense that brown shade is. The Sunset eyeshadow palette was so iconic a few years ago, and I'm so happy to see Unearthly kind of do this now because it's so fun. Like, we needed an update to the Natasha Denona Sunset palette, you know? Okay, so I really want to put this shade on my eyes. This is the multi-chrome called Muggy, and I feel like I wanted to do this look so that you guys could see that neutral looks were an option with this palette, and I think there's even more neutral kind of or less over-the-top vibe looks that you can still do with this. Like if you're looking at this and you don't typically wear like these shades, these brighter shades, I still think there's a lot of fun options of looks that are a little bit more toned down that you can create with this palette. Maybe even, should I dare to say, office appropriate looks that you could do with this. Okay, so I'm going to grab a flat brush and I'm going to go into Muggy. And as always, I'm going to spray my brush and I'm going to start on the outer corner and slowly bring that in. That is such a pretty color. I think that the Unearthly formulas are the best they've ever been since I started trying their stuff. I recently filmed, well, it's not recent, I guess. I filmed a declutter at the end of last year, and I had so many Unearthly palettes that were like limited edition that I finally listed on my Poshmark and sold this past week, and it was so fun to look through them. It was like taking a trip down memory lane, and I just feel like their formula was always good, but it's just gotten just amazing. And like, how pretty is that look? It's just like a beautiful mauve look in my opinion. So let's go ahead and finish this one off really quick before we start on the more fiery, bold eye look. This is so random. This was such a random find because Pacifica sent me PR once and they included 2 eyeliners, and I tried them out and they're amazing. So then of course I was like, I need to buy more shades, and Ulta only has 2 shades, which is fine. They have a black and a brown. So I finally had an Ulta coupon and I was like, let me get those eyeliners. They're so good. The 2 shades I have that they originally sent me, so I have high expectations. I think I'm going to try the brown with this look because I think it'll be a pretty, like, more subtle look than having the black eyeliner. These eyeliners are so creamy, at least the ones I have, so I have really high hopes for these. And I have a lot of, like, more high-end or Sephora brand eyeliners that I think I would reach for this formula over those ones if these are any good. So that's nice. It's brown, it's pigmented, so that's cool. Okay, so I'm going to take a BK Beauty brush and I'm going to go into the shade Feverish, which is that pretty mauve color, and we're just going to run that along the lower lash line and bring it back up to the outer corner just to create some continuity there. I think this eye look actually would be so pretty if I even tucked a little bit of that red shade on the outer corner. That would be such a fun, like, pink and red kind of vibe. This is more like mauves, but I kind of think they're like kind of pinky mauves. So really, really love how this is turning out. I'm going to go into burn, and I'm just going to run that on the inner portion. Oh, that is such a pretty look. I love it so, so much. So I'm going to throw on some mascara and maybe some highlighter on the inner corner a little bit later, but let's go ahead and do this eye look, and then we can talk about this collection quick. Okay, so for this eye, I have a bit of an idea. Let's see how it goes. I'm going to start off with the shade Heated, which is the vibrant red, and I'm going to pick it on this brush, and I'm going to just like press it all the way on my lid. Just want to be as pigmented as I can get it to be. Okie dokie. So I was trying to keep it like off of my crease. And then I'm going to take the orange shade called Fiery, and I'm going to kind of like press that into the crease. I was trying to get it to look like the sunset, but I feel like the orange and the red are a little bit too close in color to show much contrast, but that's okay. You know, we're learning as we're going, so just trying to blend it out just a little bit there. Cute. Okay, and then I'm going to take the shade called Summery, which is that beautiful vibrant yellow, and I just want to like get it on the very outer edge of the orange. So I'm just going to set it down first, and then we're going to blend later, but I wanted like a sunsetty vibe here, and I think it's going okay. Cute. And of course, the shade I have been waiting to try in the metallics is the shade called Blazing. So I'm going to put that all over the lid, and we'll see. I think I have another idea for one of the colors I want to use in this look. So let's go ahead and spray it. And of course, we have to be bold and just pack that baby on the eyelid. Ooh, yes. That might be one of the best red metallic eyeshadows I've ever seen. Also, can we just talk about how this palette is $48? I love that. Also, I feel like I've gotten so bad at mentioning, but I do have an affiliate code with this brand. I usually try to mention it in the description box, but I sometimes like don't even have time to fill out my description boxes. So I just want to verbally say, if you want to use my code, and it's a free way to support, if you're planning on buying this collection, of course. If you're not planning on buying this collection, don't buy it just to support me, obviously. But if you like the content that I create with palettes that I have or brands send me, I am so appreciative, because that's how I keep my channel going, of course. But that's exactly what I wanted, was this beautiful like sunset look, and it was so easy to do, and I still think it's kind of like impactful, even though it wasn't that much work to do. I think any of you guys can do this if I can do this. Okay, we're gonna try the black Pacifica eyeliner. Oh my god, it's so creamy. It's so creamy. I bought these on the Ulta website, but I need to go on the Pacifica website and see if they have any other shades, because I have decided I need them all on the yellow, and just kind of start blending a little bit. That yellow is so pretty. You guys know me, I'm always waiting for a good yellow, and I know Amanda tries really hard to make her shadows like pigmented and vibrant and easy to use no matter what your skin tone is. So, oh, that's so pretty. Oh my god. It's actually like showing up on my skin tone, which hardly ever happens. So I'm appreciative of that. I'm going to take a little bit of the orange. That looks so cute. I'm just over here hyping myself. Okay, so my camera battery died while I was finishing up the lower lash line. I was gonna put a little bit, just a little hint of this golden yellowy shimmer shade on the inner corner of this red eye look. So let's see. Oh yeah. God, these metallics are so buttery. Absolutely delicious. And then for this eye in the inner corner, I did bring out my low light highlighter singles because I love these so much. And I just used the shade Mirage on the inner corner of this eye look just to give it a little bit of excitement. Of course, you don't have to do an inner corner, but sometimes I like the little pop. But both of these looks are fierce in their own way. I definitely will throw on some mascara and stuff after I finish doing the rest of my makeup. So of course, since I've been an Unearthly stan for so long, I want to use my Unearthly collection to finish up this look. So I'm going to use the Spring Magic blush palette that they just launched in the springtime, and I think I'm going to use Incantation. This looks super pretty. Should I do two different blushes? I mean, I guess I could. Why not? I love this blush palette so much. You guys know how much I love a shimmery blush. And look at the shimmery blush and the shimmery bronzer are just working together. They're not competing. They're like little best friends, and I'm just kind of living for it. So this palette is so beautiful. I need to use it more. It was actually in my basket of stuff I wanted to use more in May, but then every brand at Sephora wanted to come out with a blush, and every drugstore brand, so I feel like it got a little neglected, but we're using it now. And then on this side, I think I'm actually going to use Balefire, which is like a pretty neutral color. I'm just going to turn the brush over and pick that up. This is a really pretty kind of like burgundy shade, so it's very pigmented as well. Wow. If you're a person with a deeper complexion, I would recommend checking out this blush palette. I know Deandra Nicole on Instagram. She does a lot of the deeper skin swatches for brands, especially indie brands. And I know she said that she really liked this palette on her complexion. So I know that it's hard to find things that cater to deeper complexions sometimes. And it's nice to have somebody with a complexion that's deeper back something. So I just want to let you know, in case you don't follow her, first of all, you need to follow her because she's amazing. And it's a beautiful palette if you're into shimmery blushes like I am. Okay, so I can't stay away from the shade Mirage, so I think I'm just going to highlight my face with it as well. My brushes are so like ready for a washing. I got kind of far. I washed a bunch of them, and then I've had no motivation to do more. So yeah, there's that. But this brush is so nice. It's like a chunkier highlighter brush from What's Up Beauty. They sent me that when they came out with their highlighters. Was that this year or last year? Maybe it was last year. Anyway, I'm feeling super glowy. Unearthly also makes some of my favorite indie lip liners. This is the shade Fiery. It's so beautiful. I love that it's a pencil, and it's just like the perfect formula for me. It's creamy, but it's not too creamy, and it stays put, and that was so easy. And I'm by no means a lip liner girly, so take my word for it. Okay, so this is the satin lip in Minerva. I don't know if this is a limited edition. It might be. It sounds like a Halloween name, but I just had to go for it. I love these satin lips from Unearthly. They're really comfortable. They're not transfer proof, but she has so many beautiful shades, and I just think it's a great formula. Okay, I love a good bold lip with a bold eye look, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish off this makeup, throw on a mascara, do something with this hair, put on some earrings, and I'll be right back to give you guys my first impressions on the High Temp eyeshadow palette as well as the bronzer. Okay, I did try to tame my hair just a little bit, but we're all friends here, right? You guys can just pretend that my hair is like this fresh blowout vibe. It is clean though, I will say that. And these earrings, I've literally been saving them, and I finally found the perfect look to wear this. I will link them down below. They're just from Target, but I've kind of set a rule in my head that I can't buy any more like blue green earrings. I have so many options in that color variety, but I've been telling myself like I need to add other shades. So I bought these ones and they come in a bunch of other colors if you guys are interested. So that's that on that. Now let me tell you really quick about what else is on my face today. I am gonna go to bed after this, so I didn't use like the best makeup in my collection, but I have had this NARS foundation collecting dust for a while, and this was like one of my favorite foundations in 2022, so it's been fun to play with this again. This is their light reflecting foundation, and I have it in the shade Syracuse. I believe this was supposed to be like their glowy foundation, but now that I've worn it after a few years, I feel like it's not that glowy. So I don't know why I haven't worn this in a while, but I'm definitely gonna finish this up if I possibly can this year. And then for concealer, I wanted to try out the Natasha Denona concealer. Again, I haven't used this one in a while, and she has a new collection launching soon, so I was like, let me try that Natasha Denona concealer. I think it looks beautiful, and I have been loving this Ultra Peach powder from One Size. I bought the full size when it launched, so that has been so nice. And then of course you guys saw my blush and highlighter combo, all from Unearthly, as well as the lip and the lip liner. So I'll try and link as many things as I can in the description box for you guys if you're interested. Like I said, I am a Unearthly affiliate, so you can always use my code KHMAKEUP to save on the Unearthly website. Thank you so much for doing that. If you decide to use my code, it does help me out. I do make a commission. Super duper appreciative of that. This collection was gifted to me. No obligations to post this video, but you guys know I am a sucker for makeup. I love indie makeup, so of course I wanted to film some eye looks to be able to talk to you guys about the stuff. So let's go ahead and talk about the bronzers really quick. I love that we have 4 shades. I kind of want to pick up the shade Light because I think Deep's just gonna be a little too deep for me. I don't know, we'll see. But it's already been pretty warm here and I've been outside quite a bit. So I don't know if I'm gonna get any tanner this summer, but we'll see. And the shade Medium is definitely perfect. I love it. So maybe I should just stick with medium. I don't know what I'm talking about, but these are so beautiful. So I can't wait to see the other shades on other skin tones and see what people think. And I'm sure Unearthly will post something with all 4 shades next to each other. But I have a feeling that I'm going to be wearing this medium bronzer quite a bit. So very excited about Unearthly coming out with bronzers, and I think you nailed it, Amanda. That's very exciting because I know she's been showing these bronzers in lives and I've just been waiting patiently. And then let's go ahead and talk about the High Temp palette. This is so beautiful. I'm just gonna sound like a broken record. I've been really into this layout that Unearthly has been doing with the 12 pan palettes. I do think this palette is a little bit more on the lower price point of their eyeshadow palettes. So if you have been avoiding shopping from Unearthly because some of the other palettes are a little bit more pricey, this might be a fun place to start. This one does retail, I believe, for $48 is what I said earlier, and you can also use a code, so that's perfect. But this is such a great palette. It's a spicy neutral palette in my humble opinion. I think this bottom row is going to give you something a little bit more wearable. Although I think this is pretty glam, I think we can definitely take this down a notch if I maybe didn't wear the multi-chrome and just went for one of these shimmer shades instead. I don't know. I just think the whole thing is beautiful. I could go on and on about it. The mattes were amazing. They're pigmented. From the swatches to the blends, everything went really well. These shimmers are buttery, they're opaque, they build up really nicely. I didn't have any fallout from them, so I am super stoked about this palette. I can't wait to see their collaboration palette. I'm pretty sure there's a palette because they did give us a little sneak peek of that as well. I'll just throw up a little picture here. I'm definitely going to be talking about that in new makeup releases tomorrow, but I'm so pumped to have this, and I will definitely do more looks because I'm excited and I have a little bit of time to create with them. So hopefully I'll be able to show you guys more with this palette. Definitely keep an eye out. Before I finish off this video, I just want to remind you guys this collection is launching on June 27th at 12 p.m. Eastern, which is 11 a.m. Central Time. And I will definitely have an Instagram post and a YouTube community post go live to remind you guys. So definitely save the date. Let me know your thoughts on this collection down below. I love hearing from you guys. What are your thoughts? What are your brilliant insights? Leave those down below. Don't forget to enter my June monthly giveaway. It's a new month, so we have a new giveaway started for you guys, and that'll be linked in the description box. I have been a little bit of a slacker. I haven't gone through the names and the entries and everything like that, but I will get that done this week. So if you did enter last month's giveaway, keep an eye out to your emails. You might get a little hello from me. Okay, friends, that is everything I wanted to talk about in this quick first impressions video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Give it a thumbs up if you did. And leave a comment, leave a heart emoji, a red heart, an orange heart, or a yellow heart if you guys like this video. And I will see you in another one very soon. Bye!